11:42 p.m. in the year of our Lord 2022. Game time. Back on the week, the cadence. We're back on our shit. On the first day of Virgo season.
Come on, man.
And also keep in mind, today is Tuesday. Today is Mars. We have very much operated in that fashion tonight.
Man, bro.
Have we not operated in wartime Mars energy tonight?
Yeah, man. We have like a pre podcast before we had a podcast, bro. A unrecorded podcast.
We all of our conversations are podcasts now.
That's how we talk. Like we're filming. Like we talk like we're on a podcast. Like that's just how we talk now.
We talk. I think we've always talked like that. We've always had animated conversations that had an objective and a flow to them, which is why it was natural for us to migrate to a podcast to document these things. But there's no difference in how we're talking now. When we talk earlier, it's just about, okay, what are we going to do? Mm-hmm. Really what it comes down to. We're talking about plans, strategies, execution, mistakes, distractions, feelings, trauma, et cetera, and this is just the continuance of that.
That's it.
Let's open up.
Yeah, man.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, and Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee alone do we serve. Thee alone do we beseech for divine aid. Guide us on the right path. The path upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not upon whom thy wrath has been brought down, nor upon those who go astray. Ameen.
Ameen. Islam.
Yeah.
Virgo season, man.
It's here.
It's here, bro.
Did you feel it today?
Of course, bro.
Yeah, no. What did you feel specifically on today's?
Just like the lessons.
Yeah.
Of Leo season.
Yeah.
All the things you checked me on. A lot of.
Did I check you on?
Yeah. About the high thing and everything, and just even like today was very like, even where we was working was like. Today we did a lot of things like around this time last year, bro. So
Facts.
like, starting off with like honor like my dad's death, right?
Yeah.
Sunday.
Well, around this time last year, you were out the game for like 2 months, I think.
You were
gone.
I was checked out because after I had stopped because of my dad, and then I went to Hawaii.
That's right. That's right. Yes, I remember. Those are the period when I was like, all right, I got to let you handle your situation, and I was held. That's when I brought on Abdul. Yeah, okay, I remember now. Yeah, this is when I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold it down while he does his thing. While he does his thing with his father. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
And it just didn't stop, bro.
It didn't stop, and it's only gotten. The chaos hasn't stopped.
The chaos has not stopped.
It has not stopped for either of us. And what having gone full circle, all I'm seeing now is our ability to handle the chaos is increased a little bit, but it's still a lot, and it's still swirling, and we're both very much involved in it. But now that we, us having real conversations, allowing us to map out a trajectory to get out of the chaos of our own decision making, but also the chaos of Saturn's rings, which when you said that was very real. It's like you either get caught up in the chaos of the rings and reincarnate, or make it through to resurrect. And you and I are very much caught up in those rings, caught up in the debris of those rings, and we're fighting through it together. And
the thing about reincarnating is you don't know you're reincarnating. You just are reincarnating.
That's
right. You started from step one and just keeping going again, as opposed to just going to the next level, self-aware.
Facts. That's right.
So like I'm realizing that I'm still reincarnating in a lot of areas, resurrecting in some.
Yeah.
Like how we saw with the posts of like how I used to go on social media, and I still think about it. I kind of popped off Saturday night. I kind of popped off a little bit Saturday, but I didn't pop off as much as I really wanted to pop off.
Pop off Saturday night where?
On Instagram.
Oh, okay, understood.
I really want to talk some shit on Instagram, bro.
I understand.
But I just was like, just say a couple things.
Just say, and it doesn't really serve any long-term objectives to pop off like that emotionally.
Yeah, because I still feel this, like that post, I still feel like that, bro. I still feel like, bro, like people play with me.
Yeah, I understand.
But I also know Going on Instagram and saying it
Nah, yeah, it just, and people are not going to view it with the appropriate context, and they're going to just interpret it in the most negative fashion. So it's better. I can't think of one situation where it's advantageous to react emotionally as opposed to process and logically respond.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Going to social media to air your grievances is
Never
just not. It's not beneficial.
It's not businesslike and it's not beneficial. So, that part of in the conversation earlier was about us getting away from our tendencies to cover our personal traumas and pains with solutions that only bring us into further chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that includes popping off on Instagram. That includes getting ourselves entangled in things we shouldn't be entangled in. So
yes, bad decisions, spending money,
spending money,
habits, addictions.
No, for real, bro. We gotta call it for what it is because we have them and
trauma bonding.
Oh, bro, that's real. And then feeling
escapism.
Overeating,
yeah, bro.
All of it's real. And the thing is, like, you and I are very much, we're not paralyzed, but we're encumbered and entangled by trauma.
Yeah,
a lot of it too. Lifetimes of it. And not only that, we're in environments where our family is also entangled. So we're in a minefield of Saturn's rings. It's Saturn's rings, bro. No, for real.
And it's like trying to find
it's Saturn's rings.
A safe space amongst all the minefields.
Yeah.
Is still tricky because, like you said, sometimes the things you might put the responsibility on of being a safe space are just trauma things as well.
Another trauma thing.
Another, like you said, and we go to this to get away from that.
But
and that puts you, when you look up and you're like, damn, I'm in something even worse.
I'm in something worse.
So that you don't feel like you can't be vulnerable or safe anywhere.
Facts, man. Facts. And you know, and then
like you don't feel like you could trust anybody.
Facts. And that this could be women, it could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be going to the club, all of that. And I've used the things to escape my own thing. But part of this, dealing with this and having gone through Virgo season, and I'll talk about what I felt, but it's only going to continue.
Yes.
And this forum is the opportunity for us to objectively look at it.
Yeah.
And then also process our shit, bro. This is therapy. And I tell people, like, yo, these podcasts are for me and you.
Process and also like strategize.
Facts.
And just move the meter.
Facts.
Like you said, like we could look at last year and see we moved the meter.
Facts.
We moved the meter.
No, we moved the meter, bro.
We moved the meter.
Yeah.
We went from ideas and concepts to actual application and infrastructure.
Facts.
To actual, power, influence, actually infiltration, actually
Facts.
Now planning, strategizing even more.
Processing and strategizing. That I like that. Yeah. That's what we do. That's what we do. And as we go out into the world and bring things in, some things work, some things don't, and then it's all part of the process. And this forum allows us the opportunity to really track our progress. And when we listen to these episodes, it's like, oh, okay, I see where we're going. And I have to study I literally now study our words and make sure that we're applying what we say we're gonna do.
Yeah. It's really exactly, because that's how we started Virgo season, which is assessing our words and then dealing with the reality of the impact of our words, which is, like you said, the impact of reviewing Leo season of the ego, reviewing how, if our ego is out of pocket, how it could affect everything we're doing now, and even reviewing how some of those traumas some of those traumas that we had in the past are still hunting us subconsciously.
Facts.
Right? And it's still lingering.
Facts.
Even if that's not how we are, it's still that trauma and those triggers from years ago still playing in the background.
And then it's our ego that jumps in front of that trauma and acts a fucking fool.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it either
double downs on it.
Double down, blow up on another nigga that had nothing to do with it, or go escape somewhere else that's going to get you into more trouble.
Yeah.
And just stay bouncing around in Saturn's ring, and then we die and just do the same shit over again. And both of us, we haven't escaped Saturn's rings, but we do see we do see the way out and the way forward. And like I said, shout out to Big Brother Elo. He told me the bar of sacrifice or continuance. Because there are the temptation, our same temptation that has led us to reincarnate, and both of us reincarnated, bro. I can remember specifically who I've been before, and I'm like, oh, damn, I'm doing that same shit. Those same temptations that we've experienced in other bodies that we've acted upon are still here. And we're still responding to and reacting to them in present time. So what we're now at now in this Virgo season is it's like, okay, we made the promise to each other that we were going to resurrect by now. What I have seen and felt since we had that conversation about a month ago was like, okay, we made it and we're here, but the potential to reincarnate is very much on the table. It's
for real.
For real. And it's like we haven't escaped. It's just like, okay, we haven't lost. We're still in the game. We're still fighting this war.
Yeah.
And
because it is a process. Reincarnation is a process.
That's right. Yeah, it is a process. And so we're still fighting because the status quo doesn't want us to resurrect, because we resurrect into God, into rulership, into the changing order. It changes the status quo. So the powers that be obviously are going to do everything in their power to make sure that they run shit. But when niggas start talking about changing time, and when niggas start talking about going back to the land, these are concepts and ideologies that stand to destabilize things as they are.
Niggas are talking about formalizing the path to achieving divine masculinity.
Facts.
Yes, bro. That's going to be we're going to be met with some a lot of pushback.
A lot of pushback, bro. And I felt it. I feel it personally in my life, and I can say that today was Virgo. I woke up. Leo was this past month. I've been in hell, just in my personal experience. I've been feeling it, and I try not to give it too attention. Just I don't give attention to quote unquote demonic energy. You can call it like that. I know what time it is.
Yeah.
But the game is you don't acknowledge it. Yeah. You feel me? It's like, oh, okay, all right, well, keep pushing. And that's you don't, because it's only as real as you make it. And if you bring it more reality than it warrants, then it's only going to affect you even more. So keep it pushing. And I was telling you, this material, physical warfare, and spiritual warfare, it's all exists in this continuum of space and time known as now. Right?
Yeah.
So that means, cool. Fighting demons, etc. Bad, all that stuff is right now. And so our objective right now is in material reality. We have things to accomplish in materiality. We go to the dream world to extract the answers to apply here to ascend to the next level, so we don't reincarnate in another physical body in this sphere, in this space and time.
Like the Sandman.
Exactly.
I think it's a good show.
Yeah.
It's a good show. It got some good concepts.
Yeah.
Even how, one example, how, in the early 1800s, how, they trapped the king of the Lord of the Dream realm, and he stayed in the mortal realm for 100 years.
Yeah.
And when he finally was released, when he finally broke free, he went back to the dream world, and the dream world was just messed up. But just even that concept of the Asyr energy, it has been encaged. And now that we are, we have this age of awareness, and we know who we are. Yeah. We're still trying to figure this thing out now. We're still balancing being the Lord of the Dream World and what that really means, and still navigating in reality as well.
Facts. Being Lord of the Dream World and then going back to modern Rome.
Yeah, exactly.
To being encaged in modern Rome and the constraints, because being here in Rome, it's by default a psychological constraint, a container.
Yes.
And by being up here, even just in their paradigm, you must submit to certain restraints. Not submit, but if you haven't figured out to escape these bounds, and there's some chains that we have learned how to escape, and there's others that we're just shit. We don't even know that we're enslaved in this manner.
Yeah.
We just don't know.
Like you said, there's so much trauma.
Trauma.
So much trauma that paralyzes and controls how we operate
and paralyzes our God body potential.
Definitely.
That stops us from being actual X-Men.
Yeah,
The X-Men is like, no, it's like, okay, that's your potential.
But that's how we have to build the bridge, you know? Like, and the bridge is the bridge is the mindset, the information, the organization, the structure. Like a bridge. Like it's like a mindset that we can get over there.
No, for real.
We have to even believe we can get over there before we even build a bridge.
Before we draw the plans.
Yeah, exactly.
No, seriously.
Yeah, for real.
We have to believe that we could actually get over there before we draw plans to get over there, bro.
For real.
I think now we migrating from belief to actually niggas are drawing plans now.
The Golden Gate Bridge is a big monumental thing,
Facts,
but he had to really believe we can build something from here to there.
Facts. And I think the objective of us speaking is getting people to believe, like just actually putting it the seed of potential in their mind.
Yes.
Through which floor plans and blueprints can be laid.
We can build our communities and develop our communities, and we can repair the food system, and we can become leaders of our agriculture industry in our generation, in our culture, and our people.
Facts.
City, county, state, federal, international.
Facts.
It's possible.
It is possible, and it's happening.
Yes.
And reconfiguring the food system, starting with agriculture, is the only way to do it. You have to start with what you consume in your body every day. If you making people consciously aware, making people active sovereign food citizens, then actually building systems that support that ideology and self-awareness. Well, that's what we're bringing. You call it agroecology, agriculturalism.
Yeah.
Food citizens.
Especially on an urban level.
Thanks, bro.
Build land, grow food, grow medicine, create content, create media around that, distribute that land and that food to farmers markets, grocery stores, restaurants, cafes, create media around that, create media around the whole entire system.
Of which this is media. Let's be very clear. This is a media. This is one media.
Building a community from the ground up. That's how we're doing.
No, that's what we're doing.
And everything else is cool, but
that's what we're doing.
It's not going to impact the whole system. We are breaking down the barriers of the food system, create policies, get financing, and really just organizing and structuring what does it look like? Who are the bankers? Who are the agricultural specialists? Who are the urban farmers? Who are the commercial farmers? Who are the rural farmers?
Facts. And I'm going to go back to speaking on Caesar like you are wont to do, because you've made the argument that him giving people more power to ingrain themselves in the food system is what got him murdered, because he got people back on closer to a 365-day calendar, which allowed them more alignment with the movement of the earth around the sun, which allowed them to farm without needing to go to rich people for food.
It got him murdered, but it definitely strengthened the entire country.
Facts,
and put them in position to become a superpower.
It put them in position to become an empire. Yeah, and he did. He teed them up for the Roman Empire is by that move.
Yeah.
So it sounds to me like they weren't on 360. Because Augustus added another month, right? Do you actually know?
No. They just changed it. They just changed the name.
Oh, they changed the name.
He changed the name to July.
Oh, okay.
Because he was born in that month, and he wanted to become the center of attention and say, I'm going to commemorate this month, my birth month, to myself. And then Augustus said the same thing when he became Octavius, then became Augustus, and he said, I'm going to do the same thing.
But you said
they changed the names. And then that's why they pushed him down. They said, okay, we're going to just put these numbers now. This was the 7th month, right?
Yeah.
And then they said, no, we're going to call this July.
I understand.
And then this was the 8th month, and they said, we're going to call this August.
I understand.
And so then we're going to just push these names.
Push these other two.
Push them back.
That's why September and October. So they did add 2 months, right? So my point is, I need to actually do my research. Julius went to Egypt to change the calendar, but he added days to the year.
Yeah, no, Julius went to Egypt to flee Rome at first.
I understand.
And then he stayed. And then when he came back, he took over.
I understand.
And then went back to Egypt to just like commissioned some of them to come to Rome to help with the calendar. But he was already like having that dynamic because he had a child.
I understand.
He had a child with Cleopatra.
I understand.
So
my question is you made it sound earlier
because remember we dealing with Julius Caesar, but then we have the Gregorian calendar, which was a pope's calendar now.
Facts.
So our calendar is Julius Caesar's calendar.
Yeah, facts.
It's an aspect. He's what started it, and then you got Augustus, which was years later.
Yeah.
And then you got the
Pope Gregor,
which is years later too.
Absolutely.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I know off the top of my head Julius Caesar's actual calendar system.
Oh, okay.
But I know that what we have is the grandchild of that.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. Or it's the grandfather of the Gregorian calendar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
Julius Caesar is the grandfather, which allowed them to set and have a flow, and then they added to it and rechanged things and played with it.
But my understanding of my limited research is that he actually added days. He added a month. Like he added days to the year. You feel me?
Yeah.
I think he did.
He probably did.
I don't because there weren't 12 months in the year back then. The Julian calendar. We could get research on this later, and I'll get more later. But I think he actually added days. Like it's not like he just changed the name to months that were called that. I think he actually added time.
I mean, I think so. Look it up.
Yeah, all right. I'll quickly look it up because I want to get this.
I think you never know.
Yeah, for real.
But I think it goes to, like, it's deep. That concept, like, to add time.
No, it's super deep.
You feel me? Like,
no, think
I'm
about
going to give you more time.
Hey, bro, I'm going to, speaking of time, I always feel fucked up with leap years, like them playing with time. I'm not leap years, I'm sorry. What's it called? Daylight savings. Daylight savings. 1 hour changes fucks me up.
Hell yeah.
That's confusion. There's, like, objectively.
It's meant to.
Thank you. And that's what I came to recently. Ever since we really started talking about time like this, then when I thought about daylight savings within that context, I'm like, they're just trying to confuse us. Because I don't feel right. With 1 hour change, I don't feel right for like 3 or 4 days. I feel a little off. So I'm like, okay, yeah, they're playing with time. They're playing with time to confuse you.
Of course.
So, does that Greek of greed?
Of course, man. Time is deep.
Okay. Julian calendar still used in part, well, by the Berbers. 2 type normal year. Oh, okay. 3 normal years. Okay. Okay, so the Julian calendar does have 365 days a year. 365 days a year. Okay. The ordinary year. Okay.
What did he do? He's just reading it?
Yeah, I'm just reading. I'm trying to figure out what's relevant.
Well, homework for y'all. Homework for the people because
okay.
I get it, but no, it's deep because we have to continue to dive deeper into the time.
Seriously.
And continue to ask the questions about
Facts.
time.
I can't just gloss over what this is.
It's something that we have to continue to assess because it's where we giving our time to, and it's the framework and the outline of how we navigate in reality, bro.
Okay, I'm definitely advocating everyone just to Google Julian calendar and read about this because it's like trying to like give the Cliff Notes summary. I can't. It's deep. It's like I can't just briefly mention what is calculus.
He created a calendar system.
There is okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
No,
like
he created it's a whole system. Like okay, I get it now.
And mind you, we created the system.
Mathematics.
He brought the system to people who didn't have the system. We have always had the system. So that's the cold part, is right.
Okay. I found the context of the reform of the Julian calendar. Although the approximation of 365 and 1/4 days for the tropical year had been known for a long time, ancient solar calendars has used less precise methods, resulting in gradual misalignment of the calendar with the seasons.
Yeah, he created a lunar calendar.
Facts. So he created a calendar aligned with the seasons.
You flow with the cycles of the moon.
Okay, understood.
But the Kemetic calendar is the sun, the moon, and the stars.
Understood.
And we don't tap in with the stars.
Understand?
You feel me?
Man.
Our comedic calendar was connected with the stars too.
Wow. Okay.
You feel me? Like the stars, nigga.
There's a lot of bars in here. Okay. Yeah, no, there's okay. I can't just gloss over it.
You
I
can't, bro.
can't.
It's
No,
real.
this is a very real. I'm advocating.
This is our
everyone listen.
calendar system, bro.
This is something that everyone needs to research about time, of understanding the basis of the time at which you operate. No, this is very high level mathematics that most people are not even aware of.
I understand.
And I get it. I get it. Why?
You let somebody else do the thinking
Let
for
someone
you.
else do it, and then you operate it. Now you're in my world.
You literally
I get it.
Literally,
You're in
a
world.
paradigm.
You're in a paradigm, and then on top of that, you add in some currency. You're on my money. I own you. You work for me.
Out the gate.
You're born into it.
Out the gate.
Born into it.
No way around it.
Born into it. Also, you go to my schools.
Easy.
Period. It's a wrap.
It's an easy call.
It's a fucking wrap. I own you. You're in my world. No, you're in my
Literally.
world. Yeah. And then when people talk about powers that be, the powers that be are born into this knowledge.
Yeah.
They're born not only into this knowledge, born into the mathematics of how to administer
Boom.
kingdoms and principalities.
Administration
At this level. These are the people that run shit.
Organization, structure, infrastructure around these.
Around these,
because the calendar system is the foundation for your mindset.
Facts.
And then agriculture is how you develop that relationship with the calendar.
Boom. Boom.
You feel me? That way
Yeah.
you know what's going. You know what's going on.
You know what's going
and
on.
after you do it year after year after year, then now that's how you create the seasons.
Yeah.
That's how you created the zodiac.
Facts, man.
You
Yeah.
feel me? That's how you create your birth chart.
Yeah.
That's how you create organic. All of it. It keeps going, bro.
Bro, no.
But
Yeah.
we gotta get our time back.
We've
And we
got
gotta
it.
get our land back.
Facts.
So, I mean,
Facts.
there's no way around it.
And
man.
I think getting land is primary because that gives you the motivation to understand time. Without land, it's like, why would you like cool. It's this further out concept.
Yes.
You know
And
what I'm
us
saying?
not having land, we're not able to really engage. We don't see the sky, bro.
Facts. No, for real. We're not engaging with nature.
Like we don't see the sky.
No, we're not engaging with nature, with the sun. Like we're not in a practical manner. Like we may sunbathe and go swimming and shit and go to the beach and like, oh, it's nice outside, but we're not actually being like, oh, the sun's here because of that X, Y, and Z. Right.
The sun is, not the sun. The stars are the foundation for math, bro.
Facts, man.
Counting the stars. It's a real thing. They say count the stars. They help you go to sleep and count the stars for this and count the thing. Like it's meditation. It's raising your vibration to a high level. Just tapping once the frequencies. Like I said, sunlight is literally FM, AM radio. So you tapping in with different frequencies in the universe. Tapping with the stars.
I haven't camped in a long time.
That's why constellations are different vibrations, right?
No. Have you camped in a tent and like gone somewhere?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, bro. I forgot how much I used to enjoy that.
And you see the sky. It's crazy.
Yeah, no.
Like going to Big Bear, like Arrowhead, something like that.
Bro,
you really
for
get
real.
To see
No,
the real sky.
I forgot how much I used to do that frequently. Well, I've got 3
Yeah,
children.
when I was a kid, I used to do that.
No, but I
used
used
to go camp all the time.
Bro, I used to, like, when I just had one baby, I would go camping, and I got to get back on that time.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah, we gotta get out. We gotta get out the city sometime.
No,
man.
for real, bro. No, I haven't
Hit
even.
Big Bears or
Dude,
hit,
there's
like
a whole
Arrowheads,
there's
man.
a whole world outside, man. No,
know.
for real.
I understand.
We caught up in me in the paradigm.
I understand.
we gotta-
bro. It's
We gotta shake it, man. But this is what, back to the topic of resurrection. This is we're seeing it now. The whole world opening, the whole world of potential opening in front of us. As long as we're willing to let go, will no longer serves us.
I think we did resurrect. It's just that because we're at a new level, it's like we know we're at a new level, but it's still like what is this?
What is this? That's how I felt.
Right? Like
No.
okay, we get it, but like it's a new level.
That's what no.
So it's not comfortable. It's not, it's not familiar.
It's not familiar.
It's immediately saying, okay, you're done with Leo season. Your ego is done. Whatever you thought was that's over there.
It's over there.
This is something brand new right here. Virgo season. Go to a new grade. Like, you're going to the next grade, but you still got to meet your classmates.
Facts.
You still got to meet your teachers. You still got to get a feel for, you're at a new grade now.
I feel I just walked into 5th grade, bro.
Yeah, for real.
That's the best way to describe, and that's why back to school isn't Virgo season. But that's what it felt like. It felt like. So I woke up this
Shout out to
morning.
Amechi.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What's up,
Yeah,
Matthew?
yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I woke up and my feeling was like, I feel good, and I still feel good, and I feel tranquil and calm. But I'm like, I'm kind of skeptical. Like, is something gonna get me
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, facts.
Like I was like, cause like I said, like
I didn't want to get out of bed today, low key, bro.
Yeah.
It was just like nah, like. But I was like, nah, get up and push through.
Nah, for real. I had the same
It
thought.
was like push,
No,
it was like nah, don't be a hoe, bro.
Same thought.
You feel me,
Except
man?
mine was like, don't be a hoe, get your ass up. And I actually woke up early and I went to go run. Went to Griffith Park, got a good run and climbed a mountain and went to go train, bro. So I actually did it.
Yeah.
I wanted, and it's specifically because it was Virgo season. I'm like, no, I'm doing this shit right. We made a promise to resurrect by then. I'm gonna actually follow through with that. But today, no, I felt like, I want to say today I felt suspiciously good. Like,
Really?
no, for real. Like, it's like good, but also like, is it good because something's gonna get me? Is it good because it's calm before the storm? And I'm still like, I've been vibing all day. Like things have been flowing well. I've been seeing numerology. I've been seeing 555. What have I seen? 555, 111 quite a bit today. So I've been like, okay, all right. But my whole I'm still like, is this because I kind of feel like I'm walking into a trap?
Yeah, I feel.
You know what I mean? Like, is this only like that because something is bound to get me, or is it like that because I made it to the next level and I'm like, okay, I'm granted.
I think it's both.
Yeah, facts. Because something is always going to
There'll be a pop quiz.
Of course there will be. There's going to be a pop quiz.
There'll be an assessment.
Facts. There'll be some ratchet trying to get me, bro. But yeah, that I would say today, like that's been my Virgo. Last year's Virgo experience. Do you remember? I asked you if you remember this. Do you remember what happened when last year's Virgo experience? Do you remember?
I know what happened with me.
Your father passed.
I know what happened with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
But last Virgo was when your father died, and the day your father passed, I had that dream and that vision of us being.
You told me you had a dream about my dad.
I had that dream, that very vivid dream of us being on a farm and being handed everything that we could ever desire, and then we had finally brought our vision into reality, and everyone in our circle was there just waiting for us to ascend into that position. And it was that dream, and first thing I texted you in the morning, some crazy shit, like, dude, I saw it. I saw the vision. That was last year's Virgo season, so that like got me. I remember I was like riding my bike like a maniac for like a week. It's based on that vision alone.
Is that when you was wearing your wig and shit?
No, that was Capricorn season. No, that was Capricorn. That was a different experience. That was Capricorn when I really started like wearing the purple wig and just rapping like a motherfucker. That was Capricorn. So that last year's Virgo was having the vision after your father passed, and then this year's Virgo was just like calmly waking.
Bro, he been going for a year, bro. That's crazy.
That's insane. That's insane. 1 year.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah,
still.
bro. Yeah, crazy to me. And I've never met him.
It's crazy, bro.
No, but
it's just what it is.
No, it is.
There's no way around it.
And no way around it. And it just became personal to me once I had that experience tied to his passing. So I'm like, okay, this is affecting me now. And then now, waking up to that, it's like waking up calmly to a new level where I don't see the bad guys. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I just don't see the bad guys at this level. But I just know in the back of my head, the bad guys at the last level were pretty fucking severe. Really severe. Really. And I'm still dealing with the pain and torment of those bad guys biting me. And now I'm like, okay, this is cool and I feel good and we ready. But one, I'm kind of like, oh man, if they were bad last level, man, they're going to be nasty this level. So I'm kind of like, oh man, I just got over these bad guys. I'm not even ready for these new ones. But also like, I can't look back.
Yeah, bro. I think we're about to this new level. Like we have to really continue to prepare our mind for like dealing with this level of like
for real.
Like you said, speaking out and asserting ourselves, but at the same time accepting like people don't want us here.
No,
you know, and
no.
We also being watched, and we also talk a lot. So we gotta be on our
We talk about
Q's.
very powerful shit.
We talk a lot, and we actively involved in a lot of work at the
Facts.
same time. So,
Facts, bro.
it's like a nuance.
It is a nuance.
Like, niggas talk a lot, but niggas are also faces of organizations and like actively involved in multiple different city,
Avenues.
county, state, national
Arenas.
campaigns, organizations, things of that nature.
No, bro. And then people are now looking to us for answers and for leadership and to step into that realm of responsibility. And the conclusion we made right before we started and plus record tonight was that we're not in a position to be going for answers externally. We've built everything we need.
Yeah.
It's not fleshed out and bodied yet, but the structures are there. So it's our responsibility to flesh out these structures and actually capitalize on all the infrastructure and the choices we made. You feel me? All of the entities, all of the work we have done, all of the legal structures we have built, and all of the forays and campaigns we have done in bringing this work to the masses of the people. For real.
Yeah. I know for me, it's like learning from my cycles. Right?
Thanks, bro.
Not overly investing my money.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You say that like in trading or anything like that?
I just overinvest. I invest when I just overinvest till like when I get money.
It's not
Virgo season. I overinvest. Overexposed. I do. It is what it is. I overexpose. I also, because I have a lot of ideas, I still try to kind of like lose my shit trying to do all my ideas. And so it's like
you and I both.
Like now it's like really just being mindful. Like I said, I have 2 concepts that I'm sticking to. And those concepts are I'm facilitating everything around the lens of these 2 concepts.
Facts.
Funding, profit.
Boom.
Backing, and manifestation.
Facts.
So, and formulating everything from those lenses.
Facts.
Is where I'm at. And then not wanting to always try to spend my money I have now on things in hopes that the things I spend my money on now will bring me more money, when I have to be mindful and like be strategic.
Facts.
And be patient. And also sustain myself for this new part of life, because Virgo season is like I'm in a new level.
We're in a new part of life.
Yeah,
we're in a new part of life.
Cancer season flood. It was Cancer season. I bought out. I cashed out.
Yeah, bro.
Leo season. It was big ego. I'm outside. Big Temu was outside.
Facts.
Cashed out, moneyed up.
Now
it's like okay, new level. Cashed out, moneyed up. All right.
New level. New level. Facts. What are we going to do? Yeah, man.
Stay out of trouble. Sustain ourselves.
And then now really protecting our asses.
Definitely.
No, bro. Like
CYA.
No, cover our asses, operate in integrity, and just make sure it's like doing formal legal business.
Facts.
Because there's no need to break the law. We have no need to break the law at all, to run afoul of any laws or anything at all. The only way we would do that if we were just misstep and not be paying attention and forget to do some stupid shit. That's how. So
act out of trauma.
Not confront something like I don't know.
Like I said, I know for me, Virgo season is my most mentally drained, like mentally taxing season for me. Right, always has been.
Yeah.
So it's like being mindful of that now. And
mentally taxing?
Definitely.
Why is that though? Because Virgo's an organized motherfucker.
Well, because I have my sun, because my rising and my moon are both in Virgo. Yeah, I think they just get
sun's in Cancer.
Okay. They just get really like, it's just a lot of energy in my mind and in my emotions. Right, like 2020 Virgo, first day Virgo season, I had a manic episode.
In 2020?
Yeah, had a strong edible, and it just sent me over the edge, bro.
Did you have to go to the hospital?
No.
What happened? Who like stopped you from doing stupid shit?
Well, we all kind of went on a journey together.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody that was there. It's kind of like everybody was there. It was somebody's birthday, and we all to have some edibles, but the edibles were really, really strong. So we all low key went a little manic. I went full manic. Called my dad. He didn't hear me. I went full manic. I went full into like the universe, like really having conversations with like God. And God was like, higher self was like basically like, if you don't get your shit together, we're gonna remove you from physical reality and you're gonna start all over again. If you wanna be a lame, regular ass nigga down there, then there's no point in you being down there.
Is that a manic experience? Because mania is psychologically evident. Like niggas just hyper.
And manic was I went out of my normal and I didn't have control.
Okay.
For me,
I understand.
like I wasn't myself and I couldn't stop. But I get it. I had a strong edible that sent me over the edge.
Is that? I guess you're
I would say for me it was manic.
That you call it manic?
Yeah. If you was to see me on the street and you didn't know me, you'll be very frightened.
You'd be a crazy nigga.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Were you like talking fast and like moving quickly?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you're manic.
Fucking hell
okay,
yeah. I was at the beach. It was some shit, bro.
Were you paranoid?
I was hella paranoid, but I was just hella I was hella guilt. A lot of guilt.
In regard to what?
How I treat people.
Understood. So you looked at your shit.
Yes. And just how I move, how I'm hearing reality. I came back to reality. I'm doing this whole physical reality thing and I'm not stepping into who I know I should be.
Wow.
I'm playing small. I'm playing safe. I'm not being Temu Asyr.
No.
Right?
No.
And I'm hearing reality, and I'm not being Temu Asyr. So it's like, what's the point of you being down here then? And those are the questions.
I feel you, bro. And I actually thought about that name. Like I was like, okay, you clearly know who you are, and it's like you've been operating from the knowledge of kinghood and godhood for years now.
Yes.
And I'm like, but what
and you have to do it though.
But
to become it.
You have to, and also you have to realize that kings are trained.
I know.
Yeah. So what you are doing is like you started from king, and then you're also at that role, but then you're also trying to train at the same time.
I started from the spark that is the full totality of creation itself.
Facts.
That manifests itself as a king.
I understand. Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
I understand.
So I know the beginning of like I'm the spark of the Big Bang.
Facts.
I am the physical embodiment of the creative force.
Facts.
From top to bottom.
Yes, sir.
That manifests as a king in a male frame.
Yes, sir.
So navigating those, because how much of it is just pure creativity and how much of it is actually embodying it, which is the administration, the structure, the organization, the clarity, all the integrity, character development, leadership,
all that stuff.
Shit.
And that's what I'm not sure which part of Lion King is where Simba gets that training. He got a little bit with Timon and Pumbaa. That's when he got his.
He never gets the training of how to be a king.
He doesn't get, not in the movie. He doesn't get training. Yeah.
No. I watched Black Panther again on Sunday because I think I want to make that like my new ritual.
And
peace to y'all. Of just like accepting I'm Killmonger, bro. We're Killmonger. Like it's like, bro, Killmonger wasn't trained. I've educated and informed myself. I have the knowledge of the meta nature. I have the knowledge of the comedic science. And I also have an intuitive.
Yes.
But nobody's ever sat down and trained me on the meta nature and how to become a king. Dr. Ross trained me on how to grow food. That's the closest to training, Dr. Ross. She's not a coach. He's a mentor, guy.
You and I both have not been trained on how to be a king.
Yes.
Yeah. But when there's actual like functioning dynasties and the people who actually make time and make the decisions that alter people's time, they are trained from birth.
Exactly.
They have infrastructure and systems. We're born and we're coming into that knowledge, and now it's our job to develop those systems to train to make kings.
Mind you, the meta nature is the training.
Facts.
But it's still never been like trained to me because you can learn it from the meta nature and the more science and the Quran and the Bible, which is all aspects of the meta nature, just to be honest.
Facts.
These are all babies of the meta nature.
Facts.
It teaches you how to develop a character. Jesus teaches you how to develop character.
Facts.
How to become the physical embodiment of the creative force itself.
Facts.
That's what Jesus is here to teach you.
Facts.
But he did get trained too.
He got trained.
He got trained.
He went to Egypt.
And then he went out into the world.
He went to Egypt to get that training.
I know.
So
I understand.
My point is that we haven't, when it comes to, we've done our homework and we've read our books and we come operate from that knowledge. But this Jesus training, it's just we haven't actually had that formal training.
But that's why I said I know now is I need a coach.
Facts. No,
but that takes sacrifice.
It does.
And that takes you have to pay for a coach.
Yeah.
But
Facts,
I know
bro.
I was watching, A-Lux. Shout out to A-Lux. Remember that thing I was
super. That video you sent me? You watch it again?
It was another video that I was watching when it was saying
what was it called? Let's give him a shout out.
Called like 15 things all high value men have.
Oh,
and
dope.
it was like
I need to watch that.
All high value men have a performance coach. Like all of them. Like
Bro,
it doesn't
real.
matter if you're a millionaire, you still need a coach.
I need a coach.
Like we all, and I'm like, dang, that's bars.
Do homework on that. Let's see. No.
I have coaches that I've reached. Like, remember, I had a meeting with a potential coach yesterday.
Oh, was that a coach or that?
It was like an investment coach going to coach you of how to raise capital.
Oh, okay, yeah, understood.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't realize that was a coach though. I thought it was just a guy that.
And there's another person I've been listening to, Myron Golden. I'm gonna tap in with. I want to tap in with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've been intentional around like even that book I read, like how to make boss moves, of just like how to really systemize and scale and optimize what you do. Anything you doing.
Yeah.
How to quadruple it.
Facts.
And how to tap into touching M's.
Facts.
And then that led me down the path of studying Russell Brunson, who's this nerd, but bro's a marketing genius.
Yeah.
He changed the game. ClickFunnels changed the game. How we feel about ClickFunnels?
Are there people who feel bad about ClickFunnels? Like, how do you?
A lot of people are irritated with them because it's taking over social. It's taking over, bro.
I understand.
And mind you, I could have gotten ClickFunnels years ago. I just dropped the ball. Like Bitcoin, I could have gotten Bitcoin 2018, 19, bro. I just dropped the ball.
I understand.
I could have got ClickFunnels 2019. Just dropped the ball. So now it's just like kind of making up for all those little things and doing things I know I should be doing. Like ClickFunnels, we need it, bro. Even if it doesn't have to be perfect, it's just have them because the one that you might think is your perfect idea probably won't be what the market thinks is your perfect.
It's how you capture data.
Yes,
data is everything.
Exactly.
Which is why what we're working on right now, a project is about data.
Facts.
First and foremost, because when you talk to any organization, everybody know that data is God, data is king. Period.
Yeah, we need our own like official reports, bro.
Almanacs. Our own almanacs.
No, our own almanacs.
Yeah,
too.
but yeah.
That's you going. You trying to hit him with some science? That's deep.
No, it's very deep. No, bro. No, it's just like when telling you, man. You always speak in a way.
That's some shit, bro.
Yes, it's necessary. That's what bro, I told you. Like when you were talking almanacs, you re-sparked the idea. I got the website Black Almanac because I knew that we need that data. We need our own data.
We need it. We do.
Time and data. We don't have that information.
But that's once again now. Yeah. That's that Julius Caesar shit.
What is specifically the Julius Caesar shit? Like getting on our own time?
Yes like organizing, structuring time again.
Facts.
Like you said, like a Black Almanac is on some like we are rebuilding our nation.
Exactly. So
this is the foundation nation building. Is having an outlook of how do you navigate reality.
Facts, bro. And
so that way we can empower and develop our own communities.
So peep this. So since we've been on this Roman time shit, like I've been doing heavy research into ancient Rome, specifically into the lineage of emperors and the transition from republic to empire, but also rulers like Julius Caesar and Augustus. And then I also realized that your boy Zanos, Big Zuck, Mark Zuckerberg, heavy into research in Augustus right now. That's like what the streets are saying. And you look at his haircut, you're like, oh, you're trying to look like that nigga too, bro. But you got to think, it's like, okay, well, you know what time he's on.
Don't let these niggas fool you, bro.
No, you know what time he's on, right? Because you got to view as like the empire is still intact and the players are. That's a player.
That's a player.
That's a
key player.
That's on a worldwide
let's be
fucking clear. That's a player.
He's a leader of our generation, hands down.
You can make the argument that he, as far as power,
he's influencing an entire. I remember when it was just for us college students. I remember.
He runs the gram, bro.
I'm just saying. I get it. I said he's one of the leaders of our entire generation, hands down.
And if you want to make like,
hands down, bro.
no,
How do you feel about Zucker?
I don't really feel. He looks weird to me. That's some personal shit though. He doesn't look like a good guy, and that's just personal. I'm just like, oh, you don't look like a good dude.
He has a heavy influence on a macro and a micro level.
Absolutely. But if we're talking empire, I'm just like, man, are you in a position to actually be Augustus? Like, are you in that role?
I mean, how
you feel me?
He controls our time.
Hey, bro.
You don't
Facts.
think the fact that niggas wake up and start their day with the gram,
bro? He controls our time.
He fucking
controls our time.
Bro, let's talk about it, bro.
Let's talk about it.
For real. Call spade.
No,
man.
for real, bro. Like, because
he don't control our time.
He controls our time.
He don't control our. He don't got an almanac.
Niggas is.
You don't think Facebook is our almanac?
Facebook is our almanac. Facebook is our fucking almanac.
We wake up and we navigate our whole life
around the gram. Around the gram. Man, okay. He damn well can be this modern Rome. He could be the Augustus right now.
Or you don't think that they put bread into? You don't think that they was those initial innovators or funders
of him to get into this point, or to get Xenos to this point?
Yeah.
I mean, he's backed. He came from wealthy people, smart people. It could be that he was groomed for it. But the point is from given that we're not.
Your boy tapped in with Harvard. Who is Harvard?
No.
Harvard is their institution.
It's
very clear.
It's one of their institutions.
It's one of their more. I'm saying as far as we talking about the people with the powers that be, skull and bones, et cetera.
No, for real, that shit, that type shit.
Type
the elite.
shit.
Yeah, no, it's there. Yeah, so it's.
I'm just saying whatever. How he niggas.
Yeah, I'm just genuinely
keep
curious.
Open mind.
No, for real, and I'm like because now since we've opened up the portal to talking about Rome and the Empire, I'm like, I'm really trying to see is like, what is the analogs to the Empire? Because right now you have niggas look at politicians as the leaders. That's not how we really run shit. Politicians just are there to vote on stuff and allocate funds to places and places. When you talk about power players, you're talking Xenos, you're talking Gates, you're talking Rothschilds, you're talking about these niggas. These are just the names that we actually know about. So I'm like, okay, what I'm really trying to think is like, what is the current landscape of power at that level? And I will never know because I'm not there. But I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm also trying to realize that when you have shows,
it don't mean we can't get there.
Not at all. And we're going to have to contend with them, given how we're talking. So they're definitely.
Well, we're being objective. We're not anti. I'm not anti.
Not at all. We've said we're not anti. We're not anti-Rome.
Yeah.
Rome is just what it is.
Rome is what it is.
That's just what it is.
Rome is Rome.
Rome is Rome. Rome is Rome.
Rome is Rome.
Rome is Rome.
But Rome is Rome because they're a baby of the meta nature.
Facts.
That's my point.
Absolutely.
Rome is Rome because of the Kemetic science.
Absolutely.
Greece was Greece because of the Kemetic science.
Absolutely.
America's America because of the meta nature.
That is what Masonry teach you, is that all the root of civilization comes from Kemet. That is the whole point.
It's the whole point.
It's the whole point of teaching you the nature of God as a black man.
I understand.
All knowledge comes from the original man. Period.
Islam.
So
that's what I'm saying. That's
works.
gonna be that.
That's what it is.
Let the kids be the kid. Like go back, like you said, balancing Temu and Asyr, balancing knowing I'm a pre-dynastic. I got pre-dynastic concepts.
Facts.
This is pre all that, and it also manifesting into the flesh here and now.
Facts.
So that constant battle of knowing who I am, which is an ancient, a pre-dynastic concept.
Facts.
And also here now in the present manifesting as a leader.
Facts. With trauma. For real.
And it's it's an in-between, yeah.
Facts, man.
Temu and Asyr.
Facts, bro. And it's like, to be honest.
We're born into trauma. When you don't come out your mama womb happy and singing songs. You come out your mama womb crying, lights is everywhere.
Nah,
you got these random people. You know what I'm saying? We were literally we weren't born into peaceful, cohesive environments, bro.
No. We were born in Rome.
Literally, at a hospital.
Rome. From the jump. Rome. Rome is not our shit. It's based on our shit, but it's not our shit. It's foreign. It's a foreign entity. And we're in a foreign environment, navigating under someone else's time, someone else's hospital, someone else and having access to our veins from birth. So that being said, we're under some semblance of control, even with this knowledge.
Definitely.
And that's just what it is. Like,
I'm on Instagram Live right now. We're using the iPhone right now. Man,
facts, bro. No, shout out to Rome. Shout out to Rome. Yeah, but like you said, it's just we're acknowledging for what it is, and it's not going to.
Yeah, it's just not. Don't act like it's not Rome.
Facts.
We're not gonna act like calling this Augustus and calling this September.
Okay.
Is normal.
We're still in Augustus. We're still in Augustus right now. We were gonna move to September.
That's all. Yeah,
that's what it is.
Look at it for what it is.
Look at it,
and change the paradigm here first.
Facts.
Change
that's
the paradigm in the mind first, and and build the bridge.
Boom.
Build the steps to becoming the masters and the rulers of our own reality.
Facts, and the creators of our own reality. Build the bridge to being the creators and arbiters and masters of our own time, first and foremost.
Which literally, the main reason we don't have our time because we're still going to everyone else's infrastructure.
Facts.
So have our infrastructure to control our own time.
Facts.
We can employ our people. We can vacation our people. We can heal our people. We can educate our people. We can inform our people. Yeah. Why we can't be at school under the moon? You know what I'm saying?
For
Whatever
real.
The case,
no,
right?
bro.
Why is it that we film podcasts at night? You know what I'm saying? 11, 12.
This is what we do. That's when we flowing. No, this is the hour. It's our flowing hour, and it feels good. We're at peace. We're on. This is our time. Right. And so I have noticed even with this podcast, it's like we could be tired as hell, but once we get the press record, it's like, okay, another dimension.
Yeah.
And that's why this is.
Especially you brought the sea moss in this. I forgot about the sea moss.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to sea moss. In our ginger tea, I think is what I got. But yeah. I like sea moss, bro. It's cool. You said it gives you more energy. I'm not sure if I could vouch for the actual effects that people say it does. No, I'm not mad at it. But
I've physically felt it giving me more energy, definitely.
Okay, cool.
We did Black Flea Market, and the sisters had the sea moss water, and I drank some of our sea moss water.
You felt the change?
I definitely was up the whole day.
That's what's up.
I didn't go to bed till like 11 o'clock, and I went to bed like 2 o'clock in the morning that day, bro, and I was tired. I was exhausted. I drank that sea moss water. I was up till like 2 o'clock in the morning.
All right.
And then woke up and went to work the next day.
So I'm going to just start drinking sea moss water. Drink sea moss water. I have hell of sea moss. Yeah, let's do that. Cool.
Drink sea moss water. You're going to have a lot of energy.
Okay, cool. No, for real. Sea moss water. Put sea moss in my coffee. What else can I do? I want to do, maybe this is an idea. Sea moss kombucha. I'm sure that's been done yet. I need to start giving ideas.
Hey, man, you just stop giving ideas.
I know, right? I'm giving too much game. Too much game, bro.
Ideas on our podcast, bro.
With no patents, yeah. But it's funny, like, opening this portal to Rome, I've been doing my homework, figuring out who the players were, and also like thinking like, oh shit, what is Game of Thrones? I'm sure there's analogs to the Roman Empire in Game of Thrones for sure. Absolutely.
They brought it back.
Yeah. Have you heard of I think the third Roman emperor? He was a piece of shit. Caligula, you heard of him?
Mm-hmm.
That's it seems like that's who King Joffrey was based on. Mm-hmm. Just a pure piece of shit.
He was just crazy. He was going around raping people, doing all kind of
crazy motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, he was doing crazy shit. He was
fucking bad.
He
got off. He got murdered too.
Bro, he was turned up.
Yeah, he was on some
I like the person I liked the most was Tywin Lannister.
Tywin, he was a cold bro. He's a cold dude.
Because he was just objective, man.
Facts.
It's like he's about the game. It's about the
family. Bro, he was the game.
It's about the game, bro.
He was about
Tywin Lannister.
All day about the game.
It's about the game, bro.
It's
about the isms. It's about this last name shit. Ain't about none of this. It's about this last name shit.
Bro, Tywin was super about.
And the way they killed him was so like the way they did it was so weird. Like y'all lame for that, for killing him.
No. Hold up. No. That wasn't lame. That was justice. The
way they killed him.
No. Let's be very clear.
The writing of that.
They killed Tyrion. Tyrion killed him on the toilet.
I know, bro. That's so lame, bro.
Why is that lame? Why was that lame?
Because this is one of the coldest, bro. Like Tywin Lannister was so cold, bro.
He was cold.
He was cold.
And he died on the toilet. That seems appropriate to me.
Nah, bro. That's lame. Hit by his son.
Who he shitted on.
Because he was a midget and he loved prostitutes. He kept falling in love with prostitutes. He kept falling in love with prostitutes. It wasn't like he did it one time, bro. He kept falling in love with prostitutes. And his mom died. His wife died giving birth to him. So, of course, his father's going to resent you. And you're a midget. And as
Dwarf.
much as
He was a dwarf.
the dwarf. All respect, I apologize for anyone if I was disrespectful.
I met him in real life. He's a cool dude.
He's a dwarf, so he brings shame. This is the Lannisters. This is the most proudest family. He brings shame from not only how he came into this world and his condition, but also the way he moved, and he was falling in love with prostitutes consecutively, and to the point that they would trick him, bro. They literally, all he said was, you can't bring the prostitute, with all respect, right? They're talking about the show.
Yeah.
All the father said was, you can't bring the prostitute with you. Stop trying to fall in love with her. She's not your wife, bro. He got mad.
Did Tywin? Is that what he was mad at him for?
Yes, bro. Remember, he's like, you can't bring her with you, bro. He wanted to keep bringing her, and he's like, bro, I hired her because we know how you get, bro. You literally you fall in love with prostitutes, so we brought you a prostitute for you to like, who works for me, to make you love her because you got so much shit going on. He's got, bro.
Wait, and let me get this right. Did he actually? He was mad that she was paid to be.
Yes.
Oh, he didn't know that he was played, that his father paid. Okay, now I remember.
And he was like, you can't take her with you, bro. Like, he wanted to marry her. And at that time, bro, let's be clear, like, that's not something that you do. Right?
Marry a prostitute?
Yeah, bro. It's not like
not when you're a Lannister.
In the context of this
not when you're a Lannister
show.
Yeah.
For
I understand.
Anyone who's listening, right? We're talking about the show.
Yeah, no disrespect to prostitutes. Continue.
Why I was upset at the way they killed somebody who's such a integral, phenomenal character in this story and got so much game that you could learn from.
I feel you.
But I get that's how Game of Thrones is. They're just gonna kill people off.
Well, and then also he was, to the layman, he was a bad guy.
He wasn't a bad guy.
No. To the lay person who's just a watcher of the shore, Tywin Lannister was the bad guy. So
not at all, bro.
Okay, but you're not. To you,
he was the realest nigga on the show.
To you,
well, I like bad guys. That's me. I like bad guys.
I understand. He was the realest nigga to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna repeat, to the masses, Tywin Lannister and his son. What was it?
I don't see it. I guess that's just how. Like I said, I've always liked Vegeta. I've always liked Magneto. I've always liked Wolverine. I've always liked the person. The only good guy I liked was Green Lantern.
I understand.
But I've always liked the people who aren't good guys.
The antagonists.
Yeah, I like people like Tywin Lannister.
Yeah, and you like
as a kid, I like power, bro. I like people who like power and people who move and they move for power. Magneto wants power
at all costs. Yeah, Magneto wants power.
And he knows how to exercise it.
Tywin Lannister.
And he knows how to exercise it. Tywin Lannister knows how to exercise. He was a just man overall. That's why he was so respected.
Wait, Tywin, was he just?
He was just.
Make the argument for that. I don't remember.
He was loved and respected by his people.
Which people?
His army. He had an army, bro. What you mean? Bro, Tywin Lannister, remember, he was a warlord, bro. And he was very wealthy because he was well respected, because he had...
What was the Lannister's tagline? A Lannister always pays
his debts.
That's actually, okay, that's a noble tagline.
Right? He was well respected by his men, bro. Well respected. He had a council of people that respected him. He put his son in a high place that respected him. He put his daughter in a high place.
I feel you.
He played behind the scenes and let his children. He didn't stop his children. He didn't stop his children from moving. He tried to stop Tyrion from doing stupid stuff over and over and over, and he kept doing stupid stuff. He put Jaime as the king's guard. He put Cersei as a queen. He put his grandson as a king. And his grandson was just doing wild shit because he was born out of whatever the fuck they got going on, right?
Oh, facts. Joffrey.
Yeah.
Incest. That's not incest. That's just
like,
brother. Is that incest?
That's incest.
That's incest.
That's clear.
That's incest. That's incest. Ugh, yeah, that's
crystal
right.
clear.
Also, Caligula was about that. He loved his Caligula.
Yes.
He actually loved his sister.
Yes.
He was fucking his
sister. But that's how they made the movie Gladiator.
Was that based?
Yes.
The main? That was Caligula?
Yes.
That was based on him? Really?
The basing of
I don't understand.
Right.
Yeah. Man, what was that? Joaquin Phoenix played it. Do you remember his name?
That was the greatest. I love
that movie.
That was the greatest acting role Joaquin Phoenix has ever done.
He was good, bro. No, he was good.
Gladiator was tight.
No, Gladiator was. I used to love Gladiator. I need to watch that again now that we're talking about fucking Rome. Damn. but I didn't know it was he had Caligulayan influences on that character.
He was in that type of time of
It's
like
funny.
weird shit.
Yeah, weird. He was weird, and it's funny that his name was like Caligula. That's a bad guy name. Like, of course you're gonna be a bad guy. You sound like Ursula, Caligula. These are clearly bad people. You don't have names like that. You're not gonna just do things like have sex with your sister and kill niggas for no reason.
Yeah,
that's what you do.
Creepy.
That's creepy shit. You were creepy, weird shit. But I'm still because I'll be honest. When I watched Game of Thrones, I didn't have an affinity towards Tywin. I didn't hate him, but I was just like, you're ruthless. I was like, you're a bit too ruthless.
He's not ruthless.
That was my.
Go back and watch it. I don't know.
I might have to.
Tyron was not ruthless.
Tywin, okay.
Tyron was a G.
I don't know. He was ruthless. He didn't have like he was about power. He didn't have any qualms when it came to power. At all. He would do anything for power. Anything.
He would do anything to maintain it because he's in this crazy ass chaotic ass world.
You understand? He's ruthless.
Yeah, like
he's ruthless.
Like he knows, like I said,
he's a Roman. He's ruthless.
He got things to protect. He has a son. He has a daughter. He has a last name to maintain.
Facts.
So he can't. He has a council. He has a damn near a nation. You know what I'm saying? Like they're them. Like they're a real thing.
Facts.
He has to move like that. He has to navigate his society. Like, nigga, you play with me and it's gonna be real problems.
I understand.
You feel me? Because everybody's chasing power.
No, facts. Well,
and he actually had it. Everybody's trying to chase it and trying to get it, and he actually had it and maintained it for a long time.
Yeah, he had.
Let's be very clear. That's why I fuck with him. Because he maintained. Let's be clear. Like, he ran the kingdom, bro. He ran the kingdom.
He did. He did.
You feel me?
Yeah. Man, this conversation was a long time coming, bro. We waited a year. How did we miss Game of Thrones?
Because they just brought it back.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm watching it. It's like,
is it good?
I seen the
it's about
thing.
It's about the Targaryen.
It's like somebody like
Targaryens, right?
But I never cared about them, bro.
I didn't really care about them. Nah,
I cared about the Lannisters. I like the Lannisters? Most of this time, not even Lannisters. You know what? Just not. Let me be very clear. I just like Tyrant. After they killed him, I didn't really care about the show no more.
I feel you. Wow. No,
I watched it, but I didn't really care.
I fuck with the Starks. You didn't like the Starks? They were too.
I respect it. Yeah. But they didn't. Like I said, I fuck with the father.
Yeah, Ned.
Ned was tight.
He was noble. He had principles.
Ned was tight.
Yeah, he had
principles. Then they got. I didn't like how they killed off the oldest brother. The Red Wedding was cold, but that's a part of Game of Thrones.
That's part of the game. That was the game.
But like I said, to me, the tightest.
That was Lannister shit, right? I can't remember who killed the Red Wedding. Who was responsible for that?
It wasn't the Lannisters. It was the other people.
The dude that was brother of Baratheon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude. I actually kind of like that dude. The one that was with the Red Witch. What was that guy's name? Stannis. You remember Stannis? Stannis Baratheon.
Yeah, the OG.
He was a gangster too. He was a gangster.
He was cool.
But
nobody was tighter than Tyrion though. And because I also like the actor. He always played a cold nigga. Anytime he acting.
Wait, who?
I forgot his name. Tyron.
I don't know the actor's name. He's a cold nigga. No,
he's an established cold nigga. Anything he do, he gonna be that cold nigga in it.
Yeah, he's good.
Like how he was in what's it called? Underworld 1? You remember Underworld 1?
I haven't seen that. No, I don't remember actually seeing him in another role in a movie.
Oh, bro, he just played a cold, old.
He's always the
cold white man.
Oh, okay. So he's always cold.
He's always that.
He's always cold. Okay, and the thing is like it was obviously in the show the Lannisters were pitted against the Stark. The Starks are the good guys, Lannisters are the bad guys. So I think I just viewed it naturally through that context, not through the context of power and objectively. So naturally, it's natural for me to like the Starks because that's how they were presented. And I admire.
They always paint people who chasing power as evil.
Facts. No, that's real.
To be able to maintain power.
Facts.
And put it in your mind that knowing how to maintain power, it makes you evil.
Makes you a bad guy.
While they continue to do these ruthless things to maintain power.
While they act exactly how Tywin Lannister acts.
Exactly.
No, for real.
And tell you it's evil.
Oh, that's a bad guy. That's a bad guy.
And then do it to you.
So what I'm trying to say is like I was viewing it like the masses were, while you were viewing it as someone who wants power. And now I need to rewatch it with that lens, with the objective lens, not the lens of.
I think I didn't really realize that until like I started studying Akhenaten.
I feel you.
Of like why I like people who why I like people who maintain power.
I feel you.
Or because that's a part of being a king.
I understand.
Is the responsibility of what do you do with power?
Was he murdered? Wasn't Ankh murdered? No. How do you...
We don't know.
And he didn't maintain it because he did some reckless shit, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He did but he forever changed the trajectory of Egypt forever.
What was his... Remember his changes?
Yeah, he changed. He created 3D art.
Okay. Dope.
He created... He brought people back to tapping into pre-dynastic concepts.
Okay.
Got the I-10, Ra Hercules, the I-10. And he changed the economy. Okay. And he built a city. He built an outdoor city. He destabilized the army. I'm not saying the things he did were good or bad. It just was what it was. Like after that, I was like, this is pretty interesting because I started reading his pathology from his writings. And we have similar pathologies.
I understand.
So then that started making me kind of reflect on like why I like the characters that I like. I'm like,
Caesar,
okay, I get it.
Akhenaten.
Yeah.
No, for real, bro. Archetypes.
Vegeta.
Yeah.
Magneto.
Yeah, I feel you.
I've always liked Vegeta.
No, I could say.
I've always liked Magneto. Yeah. And that's me, like a hood.
Who's Vegeta?
Vegeta.
Who's that? I don't know that.
Nigga, Vegeta. You know who Vegeta is, Dragon Ball Z?
No, I missed Dragon Ball Z. Never watched Dragon Ball Z. Never.
Y'all,
Never.
did y'all hear what this man just said?
Never, bro. Never touched Dragon Ball Z. No, sir. Pokemon was about as anime as I got, if I'm not mistaken. That's not anime. That was just Pokemon. Pokemon and...
Even Pokemon, I like Ken. Was it Ken? Was it Gary?
It was Ken, Ash, and Gary. Yeah. Ken was like the brown dude. Ash was the main character, and what was the cute one?
Gary was the rival that had the Arcanine and was fucking shit up. Right?
Gary was the...
I always like Gary, bro. I always like real.
You like the bad guys.
I like real niggas,
you like
bro.
The bad
I
guys.
like the real niggas.
You like
bro.
Scar. You love Scar. You like the bad niggas, bro.
I like the real niggas.
Yeah,
that's just how it is. What it is.
You like the chaos agents. You like the disruptors.
Gary was a real nigga though.
Man, I can't.
Gary had an Arcanine, bro. That was shit.
I can't remember. I don't remember Gary, man.
Gary was his dude he grew up with, remember? But Gary went on and did his own thing.
Yeah, I just don't remember like what he looked like and like what he like. I remember. What were the boy and the girl? Rocket. Team Rocket. Yeah, I remember Team Rocket. I don't remember Gary though. I remember Team
Gary
Rocket.
Gary was his. They grew up together, and it was from the same community. But then Gary went and got an Arcanine.
And then what?
And like had a bunch of real nigga Pokemon. And I shot these lame Pokemon.
Oh, and Gary was like, if you played Pokemon, you had to fight him at the end, right?
Yes.
And you had to, did he have Mewtwo or some shit like that?
No, he had Arcanine.
Arcanine. Okay, understood. All right. And
you remember Arcanine, right? The big dog? The big fire dog? Man, you wasn't there, nigga.
I forgot Arcanine, man. You got a good memory.
There, bro.
I was in Pokemon, bro. Did you fuck with the cards though?
Hell yeah, nigga.
Yeah,
I used to get paid in elementary and middle school.
Pokemon.
People would pay me to duel for them and battle for them. I was always a good strategist.
Nice. So you actually played the game?
The cards, hell yeah. I had the game. I had all the video games, bro.
I love the Game Boy game. I actually never played the game of Pokemon. I only
never had the cards.
I collected the cards.
But you never
have
battled
them.
Niggas?
I never actually battled.
Oh, I was.
Was it fun?
Hell yeah, bro.
That's what's up.
I used to serve niggas, bro.
Okay, so you were nice.
Girls, niggas would come to me to do it. Like I like
so
a kid too.
Fourth grade. This is fourth grade.
This was like
fourth grade.
This was like fourth. This was like fourth, sixth, seventh.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. This Pokemon stage with me was sixth.
And then when I was in college, me and all my homies, me and Todd, we had bought Pokemon of the game, and we would battle each other, and people used to make fun of us.
Yeah, I never even understood how to play. I never even understood how to play the game.
The card game or like the video game?
No, the card game. Video game is pretty easy. Yeah, I love that game. That game's a great ass Game Boy game. But yeah. Anyway, back to Game of Thrones. Is I get why you like Tywin, you like the bad guy.
He's not bad.
I understand. No, for right. Bad is a label that they want me to apply to him because he seeks power. Period. Fine.
and he knows what to do with it.
Yeah. And then where is
He can't control his grandchild. Other than his fact that he had this crazy ass grandchild, he did try to control his grandchild. He slapped that nigga in front of everybody, bro. Remember?
He slapped Tywin?
Boy, no, his grandson.
Tywin slapped Joffrey?
Yes, nigga, remember?
Oh.
Slapped
Do you
that
me-
nigga.
do you-
He said go to bed, bro.
I remember that.
Real nigga.
Oh, do you remember what Joffrey did to piss him off?
Just some Joffrey shit, because Joffrey was crazy,
He
bro.
was crazy. He was Caligula, but I don't remember. I remember he was respectable. He was. No, you're right.
That's what I'm saying. He was a real, bro.
He's a real G.
He's a real G.
He's a fucking G.
He was a G,
He
bro.
just a G. He was a G.
Yeah,
He was
bro.
a G. He was a G. You're right. He was a G. I'm moving myself from the good guy, bad guy paradigm. But he was just a G.
He pushed the game.
He's a G, bro.
He pushed the game,
a G.
bro. He
I
pushed the
got it.
game
I was
heavy.
a G. And he was like...
He pushed his last name. He pushed power. He pushed knowing how to maintain your integrity.
Facts.
He pushed putting people in positions of power, bro.
Facts. And he wasn't fated by his daughter and son sleeping together. He's just like, keep that away. Just shut. I don't care about that. Keep that away. No, he actually pretended it didn't happen. He's like, I don't know what you talk about. What? I don't know what you talking about.
What else could he do?
Exactly. Yeah. And I can't remember specifically what he said in one episode. It was more like, I'm not sure if he called it a lie, but the way he played it off was some G shit. It was definitely G stuff.
On somebody keep that like don't tarnish the family name. That was his energy. Right,
Facts.
wrong, or indifferent.
I think that he said
right,
something
wrong, or
along those
indifferent.
lines.
Like,
No.
don't play with our last name.
Facts.
Whatever is whatever. But this is about millennia. This is
Facts.
about our great grandchildren.
Facts, bro.
You feel me? Whatever y'all got going is what y'all got going. But yeah, he ain't the first. Y'all ain't the first Lannisters. You ain't gonna be the last Lannisters.
Facts. No. Facts. But the thing is, I respect him. I respect the moves that he made. I like Tyrion. I still like Tyrion, bro. I like Tyrion. He was smart.
Yeah.
He was smart and underestimated.
No, he wasn't.
Wait, he wasn't smart? Or
He was smart. He wasn't
smart.
underestimated.
no, you're right. People knew he was
He
smart.
fucking killed his daddy. That's why he got. He caught his daddy slipping and killed him. That's the only reason he got in the position where he was. He killed his. No matter what, his father would embarrass him. His father loved him and kept him safe, bro. Many times he killed his father because he killed his father, bro.
You're right about that. He did.
His father embarrassed him and had to do things we had to do because of his own. Because if Tyrion's own like low self-esteem.
He didn't love him. He didn't love Tyrion.
He loved him.
Nah, that's
He
debatable.
didn't like him.
That's the.
He didn't like him, but he's his son. He's a Lannister. Like he told him, he said, "At the end of the day, you're a Lannister, bro. It doesn't really matter. Like you're still a Lannister."
Did they have that conversation?
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
actually, okay, maybe they did. Okay, so maybe Tyrion was on some fuckboy shit.
I respect Tyrion. I respect Tyrion.
Yeah.
He killed his father, which means maybe he was on some fuckboy shit. He killed his father on the toilet, bro. It's the only time he called his out there sleeping. Only reason in that position was because his father trusted him and respected him enough to actually be vulnerable around him.
Man, wasn't he in jail when that happened? Didn't he escape jail to have to go kill him? He was locked up.
No, actually, I think it was going. Something was going. I think you're right.
No, he was no.
It got
Tyrion-
bad. It got bad.
Yeah.
He killed him. I think he was going to
Bro.
either let him go to jail.
He was gonna kill him. No,
or
he was about to
kill
get killed. Oh man, he was about to get
you're
killed.
right.
I don't remember why. What did he do? What did he do?
He did some goofy shit.
No, yeah. Nah, I'm not sure if it was goofy, but he was trying. Man, he was trying to. I can't remember what he did specifically to get. He was in the dungeon about to
I
get killed.
remember, I
He
remember.
escaped because someone hooked him up, and then he killed his father. So Tywin had it coming, bro. He was gonna kill him. He killed him. He killed his father because his father was you were gonna fucking kill me, and I think that's what he told him when he shot him on the toilet.
Whatever.
You can still be your boy, but end of the day, Tyrion.
What did you learn from Tyrion? How can Tyrion learn teach you
Tyrion
in life?
Who wins Game of Thrones? Tyrion and Bran Stark. That's who wins. Right? They have power. The cripples win.
How did he learn how to get power?
Being smarter than motherfuckers.
How did he learn how to get power? No.
Oh,
He
his father.
learned how to get power from his father,
father, bro.
How did he be in this
facts.
position to have this power in the first place?
His father.
How did he have the
His
ecosystem
father.
and supporting cast to be able to navigate this whole
His
thing?
father literally gave him the entire platform for which to ascend into the throne.
Not only him,
There's
but
a
his
lesson in
sister
that.
and his brother,
Facts.
and resources,
Yeah.
and status.
Man. He
Stop playing with that man, bro.
Man, I'm not playing. No, there's lessons in this. There's deep lessons in that. It's like, no, Tywin set the foundation for all of that.
For all this shit.
All of it. No, facts. The way he ran shit set the foundation as a father, and he put up with no bullshit. And what I really like the dynamic between that Lannister dynamic. Cersei was a bitch, obviously, but you also had
Shit, a lot of trauma.
she did.
They lost their mom. And their dad was a warlord.
Yeah, facts.
So I get it. I get why they.
Facts.
I get however they chose to manifest their intense trauma, but they had a lot of trauma. And she was married to a horrible person. Just be clear.
It's Brad. He's married to Robert.
He was a nasty, vile,
old fat dude. Yeah, that's right.
Who didn't care.
He didn't care. He's bad. Okay. And then, but she was also fucking her brother at the same time. But I really liked the dynamic between the relationship between Jaime and Tyrion. I like that. No matter what, because Jaime was always with his father more or less because of power, but they always had an affinity for each other, and I liked how that ended up playing out and how that.
Who you think taught them that? Who you think set that foundation?
Father. No, absolutely.
The father.
It's like no, don't play with our name. Don't play with our name. And I think if you had to sum up Tywin in one operating mantra, it's don't play with the family name.
And that's kind of like my mantra as well. Like you see, I started reading like stop playing my name.
Stop playing my name.
Don't play my name. Don't play my last name. Don't play my name.
Don't play my name. And I think
because it's power.
No, it's seriously.
It's power in our names.
There's power in our names, and I'm starting to see that. But there is. It's like don't. I think and I think the takeaways from this whole conversation about this fantastic fantasy realm is, in order to be a man, you have to really take pride in your name. Boom, right?
Yeah.
No.
And set that infrastructure.
Facts.
Because like I said, how we feel about the person, we can't deny the reality. Like you said, his children made it at the end of all of this.
Facts. No, his one son ascended to the throne. Fact. No. Period. And then his daughter ascended to the throne and burned. No, actually, no, she didn't burn it down. Other girl, dragon girl, burned it all down. But
then she killed herself, right? She jumped off the roof. Right?
I think she jumped. I think that's what happened.
And then Jaime, what happened with Jaime?
I was thinking about that. I can't remember how his story ended.
I think he died like killing the White Walkers or something like that. He didn't.
I think it was a noble exit because he died. He became a pretty good guy. He was noble, and he had a noble exit as far as I remember. And you died liking him, because his was a story of redemption. And I was kind of a piece of shit. I was a little shit. I'm gonna clean my shit up after I got my hand cut off. He got humbled. Which I also like. I like these little stories, and I really liked.
I mean, it's the reason Game of Thrones lasted long, bro.
Nah, man.
I mean, the books lasted long, and then the show lasted long.
Facts. But I liked the characters of the show, and I liked the interpersonal relationships in the show. Yeah.
Because it's navigating society, bro.
Facts, bro.
And navigating power.
Absolutely.
And navigating the political arena.
Facts. And it's also like that's just like but also it's giving you game on like how shit kind of works.
Yes.
No.
Power dynamics are real.
Power dynamics are very real. Ruling families are very real. Access to resources is real. Banking and financing is real. And just like the campaigning. Remember the Iron Bank? It was just like, we don't give a fuck about what you think is good, but you're going to pay us. And it's like that was the only stable datum of the entire Game of Thrones universe was Iron Bank. Remember that? It's like, okay.
Wasn't that ran by the big black dude? Was that him? He ran Iron Bank, or what did he run? He ran that other city, right?
The big black. I can't remember what his role was.
He ran that other city, like that free city, right?
Yeah, I don't remember what. Was he a pirate? No, there was a black pirate. I don't remember what. I
don't know.
Do not remember, but I was just reading something about how the Game of Thrones resembling Roman empires, and then Dothraki could have been Genghis Khan and them niggas. Just it's like it's very they were pulling a lot from history, and there's a lot of lessons to be learned, which I have taken my knowledge of the show and actually re-looked at history from within that lens, and actually started. One thing I really liked growing up was studying Alexander the Great, studying ancient empires. I really was fascinated by the study of history, and then now I'm kind of going back, understanding Roman time. And being under it, going back and looking at history and seeing the continuum of Roman time and how it manifests to this current day.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But why? I'm really asking myself why am I putting us through this tutelage? Is because we need to understand the nature of things to contend with it and confront it.
Facts. Or else we're going to keep reincarnating.
Facts. So we need to know what we're dealing with. we need to understand the obstacles that consist of Saturn's ring and the warfare we're in right now. You know, the powerful forces that want us to reincarnate so we don't actually ascend to a point to contend to positions of real power to destabilize the ruling order of the day, to really destabilize Rome, right? So they want us to continue to get caught up in the rings and then go back, because that's the time they're on. These people understand that human beings operate on lifetimes and generations.
And cycles.
And the game that we're on right now that we're in Virgo season, getting a taste of going up to a new level, and that's all it is. It's not the end. It's just the start of a new beginning. Is it like, yeah, we're one serious misstep away from just going into one choice that sets us on to the cycle of reincarnation.
Facts. And we're also one step away from resurrection and transcending.
Absolutely.
So it's just that decision. What are we gonna do?
That is. And
I'm choosing resurrection, man.
You and I
intentionally choosing it.
We have to intentionally choose it daily, and be conscious of it, and then stop each other from doing the things that are going to put us on the path to reincarnation. Because the thing about empire is not built by ourselves. Rome wasn't built in a day, but also it wasn't built by one man.
Not at all.
It was built by men with the shared ideology and vision and concept of time.
Nationalize the order of the day.
Yes, sir. That's right.
We gonna push this empire.
No, for real. You know? And I was actually like, I'm getting deep into empire because you got to think,
You know, they got a whole show on Netflix. I don't know if you know.
What's it called?
It's called The Roman Empire.
Really? It's new?
No, I watched this like 2020.
Oh, word. Okay.
It got some really like reenacts it, but they go through the whole trajectory of like pre-Caesar.
Word. Okay.
During Caesar and like even post Caesar too.
Yeah, man. It's because of these conversations, it's reinvigorated my thirst for knowledge. And then I'm even having dreams of like just all my dreams involve Roman Catholics to some extent now. That's just that's where I'm at right now. It's like because I'm contending with power, and Rome is it. Rome is power right now. So
they ain't hide it, man. They just put it right in the face.
It's right in our face. It's here. It's just what it is.
It's what it is.
And like I'm objective to it. I'm just like, all right, well, here's the reality. How do I contend with it? How do we navigate Rome to do what we got to do? Right? And it's like it's these moves. It's chess moves. It's chess moves, and it's it's not. It's a marathon. It's chess. It's all of that. But the point is we got to be objective and tactical in how we engage in material reality. How we play this game known as Asyr, as material reality itself.
And the strategy comes from going in the dream world, like you said. Go in there and get the strategy. But we got to be intentional about that too.
Yeah. And that's one thing I'm learning from you is like actually going to sleep with that intention, and also realizing is like if I make mistakes in that realm, I'm gonna have to pay for it in this one. Yeah, if I make the wrong choice or I touch the bait, I'm gonna pay for it. Yeah, man. And also like, I'm telling you, this past up until Virgo season today, like there have been times when like the dream world has been so bad that I literally wake up feeling like I'm dead. And to where it's like not like it's hard to wake up. I literally wake up not like ready to go. I literally feel like I'm waking up from like death, not in a good way. So not resurrecting, just like okay, I feel dead, and I'm like okay, what I just dreamed about? Oh fuck, okay, that dream didn't go so well. So I'm realizing like my performance in physical reality and in the dream world, it's one continuum that I have to keep excelling in. I can't just like sleep. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
And that's where I'm at. So if I don't excel in this world and it carries to the dream world, then I'm not getting real rest because I'm waking up feeling dead, not feeling full of life, not resurrecting, just repeating.
Go back to watch Black Panther, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like either we're gonna be going that realm as kids and still sad, or we're gonna go in that realm, learn and get some real confirmations. You know what I'm saying? Killmonger went in that realm and was more confused, about these concepts when he came back. Frustrated, like you said, dead, mad, angry, didn't really resurrect, didn't come back a changed man, didn't move forward, just came back the same person.
Facts.
Deal with some grief.
Facts. How are we Killmonger?
When he went to the dream world, right? He went as a kid and not knowledgeable, not functional, right? Not learning anything. And then when he came back, he didn't come back with any lessons, any type of wisdom.
When in the movie does he go to the dream world?
Remember when they gave him the heart-shaped herb?
Killmonger?
Yes.
When?
When he becomes king.
Oh, I forgot that part. Okay, he takes it, and then what happens? He goes to the dream world, and then what does he
Remember
do?
he meets his dad, and he's there, and like nothing changes. Then he comes back, nothing changed.
So what does he say to his father in the dream world?
Remember he told his father he found his place, he found his home, and then his father says, I guess, we'll be damned here.
I completely forgot that.
Go back and watch.
I want to watch that. That's real, though.
Go back and watch it.
I think, based on what you're telling me, the Killmonger's experience in the dream world and T'Challa's experience in the dream world set up their potentials for success and failure.
T'Challa resurrected. He went to the dream world, learned his lesson, came back a new person, right? Came back happy, pleasant. Then again later on, he went to the dream world again, right? He came back and said, hey, I got to fix this generational trauma. This thing you guys did wasn't the best way to move. Came back, saying I have to take care of my cousin now. I know what I got to do now because I went to the dream world and I dealt with what I needed to deal with.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Facts. Okay. I'm gonna have to rewatch that, man.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
I'm getting check-in calls.
Good. Yes, sir. I mean, yeah, we can close it up.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's nothing else I want to say, but I think we're here.
Yeah,
New
man.
level. We've just got to continue on, not look back, and just keep campaigning.
That's it.
No, keep campaigning, and also realize, and I'll close with this, is that what we are learning is that all the answers are within us. Like we've built the answers for everything we need. We need to go external. It's here.
That's it.
That's it, man. And really accepting that we've done the work, and now just tapping into the things that we've already built to exploit what we need to build this kingdom.
That's it.
Let's close out.
All right.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, and Master of the Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee alone do we serve, thee alone do we beseech for divine aid. Guide us on the right path, the path upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not upon whom thy wrath has been brought down, nor upon those who go astray. Ameen.
Ameen.